Hi there. Now we're going to do lesson 264. I am surrounded by the love of God. If we are in the mind of God, we are totally surrounded by love. Not only that, but if God is all that is, we are inside of all that is, and all that is the energy of love. So of course we are surrounded by love. When we begin to understand physics, let ourselves really experience the truth of physics, and if everything is energy, everything that is around me, all of this air, everything is energy. And if it's God, if it's the energy of God, it's the energy of love. It cannot be anything else. Once you accept the truth as the truth, the untruth begin to fall away. I am surrounded by the love of God. Paragraph 1, the prayer. Father, you stand before me and behind, beside me, in the place I see myself and everywhere I go. God is 360 around me. You are in all things I look upon, the sounds I hear, and every hand that reaches for my own. When we decide to see with the vision, holy vision, and everything is pure, all we're going to see is love surrounding us. All of a sudden, everything is just embracing us and holding us. This is where God is in everything we see, and we don't know what anything is for, so we're not going to be judging because we're going to be focusing on looking for what is God in everything. In you, time disappears and place becomes a meaningless belief. So time, past, future disappears. I'm just right now. Let me see what's pure in God, what's pure as God in everything I see right now. And place becomes a meaningless belief. I'm not here. I'm everywhere. I am eternal. I am boundless. Time and space disappear when we begin to see God in everything we see. Because God is not local. God is in everything. So we become more multidimensional because then we begin to accept that we are everywhere. I'm on, 3 universes over. I'm there and I'm here. Why? Because I'm one with God. And if God is there, then I must be there as well because I trust that all of this is interconnected. Sentence number 4 in the prayer. For what surrounds your son and keeps him safe is love itself. When we know that love is all there is and we're looking for love and we open up our hearts, we are not blocking it with thoughts that are not true. Love is what's flowing. As you give it, you receive the joy of love flowing. That's why with Dan, I cannot close my heart because I would be hurting myself. And I've become too accustomed to feeling good because I'm a holy child of God. I deserve to feel good because God created me to feel good, to be happy. So now that I know my mind is mine to use to align with that truth or to block it, I'm not going to block it because that's insanity. Sentence number 5. There is no source but this, but love, that's it. And nothing is that does not share its holiness, that stands beyond your one creation, or without the love which holds all things within itself. Father, your son is like yourself. We come to you in your own name today to be at peace within your everlasting love. So if God has one son, and I am that one son, that one child, and I am made holy and to be loved and be pure, then so are you. So is everybody else. This is a course in training our mind to recognize that we are the one. We are the one child of God that over eons has fragmented itself and projected all these different aspects of ourselves until we can learn to love all there is and then return to the knowingness of our oneness. So if I am the one son, so is Dan. So I am going to love Dan exactly as I love me. Why? Because giving and receiving are one. As I see the God that is in him, and I can only focus on that, I elevate the two of us. In my experience, we're both elevated because I'm not higher or lesser than he is. We're both equal. We've ascended to the energy frequency of love. And I love this last line. We come to you in your own name today. Your own name, God's own name is love. To be at peace in here with your everlasting love. Who would give that up once you know that that's your birthright? It's the truth of what's going on. Only a madman, only a crazy, insane person would choose to block that and then descend into suffering. And I just can't do that anymore. I cannot do that. Don't want to do that. Let's be clear. Paragraph 2. My brothers, join with me in this today. This is salvation's prayer. Must we not join in what will save the world along with us? Don't you want to join in with me and love all that is and let yourself feel the everlasting love of God? Let yourself go into the places where you look upon everything as pure, you look upon everything as love, and you know you're contained in love. Who are you going to be defensive with? Who are you going to be attacking? Who are you going to do anything other than extend forgiveness? This is how we save the world. We save ourselves from judging ourselves. Then from that space of love and say, no, I'm not going to experience judgment. I want to experience joy. Then you look out there and all you see is God. Yeah, people might think you're crazy, because to those who don't understand this, we sound crazy. But when you understand the truth of what's going on here, you know they're the cray-cray ones. You don't want to put yourself in that position. But then you won't judge them either. You will see they know not what they're doing. We forgive them. In the insanity, people don't know what they're doing. And whatever Dan was doing, he didn't know he was doing it to me. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. He didn't know he was doing it to himself. I knew it was not personal. When my son was doing drugs, it wasn't about me, it was about him. When my former husband, my beloved playmate, Ken, was thinking I was cheating on him, that he was cheating on himself. He was cheating himself of this amazing love affair that we had. So it wasn't personal. Only when I took it personal did I go into judgment, protection, and condemnation. But once I knew it wasn't about me, I was in joy. I was extending love, compassion, forgiveness. How sweet is that? How sweet is the nectar of forgiveness? To bathe ourselves in the deliciousness of giving and receiving only what is love. We experience the kingdom of heaven, and in that moment, we are right now, because you're not thinking past, you're not worried about the future, you're right here, flowing love, flowing with God, letting God flow through you. What grander, more amazing purpose can any of us have than be the vessel that allows ourselves to flow love, the love of God, flow it out to others so we can feel it. It's crazy not to accept that. Thanks a bunch, and I'll see you in the next lesson.